Hey guys, welcome back, welcome back. Hey Bobcat, hey Art. I kind of have to bring myself back up to speed now. It's been a couple of weeks since we actually played this. I don't really remember what we were doing. We took Hotek's column. I definitely remember that, because that was a little silly, sieging that place out. And who are you? Oh, you're Yastra. Right. We were heading, I think, over to Karandkar, because that's probably ratty, but it might not be, and one way or another we're going to need to get it at some point anyway. And then there's the whole issue with Slaver's Point down here, which we're probably going to have to take away from the Dreadfleet. But let's at least keep heading in the direction of Karandkar on your giant black dragon, which is just awesome. Who else gets to go with you? Nightshade, you might want to go, or Alyssa, your army's in really good shape. It's not our best army, but it's a decent army. It's a good army. Not a great army, but a good army. Yeah, let's send, why don't you get into march mode and start heading in that direction. What's the best way to get there? Really, almost any way. Go via the monoliths, I guess, and then spin up from there. That's good. Hey, Hawk, moin. How's it going, Hawk? What else do we need to do? I mean, we don't really need to pay a lot of attention to Hotek's column anymore. We're kind of done with that. Is anyone else being fussy in this area? Not really. Not per se. I don't immediately remember... Hey, Knock! Slash Birdbrains. I'm going to switch accounts real quick to have the extra like. Thank you, and that reminds me I should go like my own stream. That seems important, seeing as my phone is flashing at me, telling me, oh, somebody approved a key for what? Battle of Mountain Throne. Apparently I'm playing Battle of Mountain Throne. I don't immediately remember asking for a key for that, but there it is. Oh, that's good. That's not even releasing until September. Anyway, I should get back to streaming Warhammer here, and I'll figure out Battle for Mountain Throne later. Somebody Google Battle for Mountain Throne and find out what I'm playing, because apparently I just got a key for it. No, I absolutely want to watch my own stream. Thank you, game. Okay, so... yeah, and do that, and do that, and do that. Super. Alright, all of that's done. So, Karandkar, that's our next stop, and yeah, you're going to go via the monoliths. Now, what else do we have to do while we're up in this neighborhood? The problem... Hey, Birdbrains, welcome back. Kind of, in a weird way. The problem is that Naggarond is, like, super, super strong now, and I just don't think they're going to go for a confederation. They are only one rank behind us. I mean, we couldn't possibly be more trusted friends at this point, but they're only one rank behind us, and our reliability is super low right now. I mean, I'll give it another shot, because why not? But they're not going to go for it. Yeah, no surprise there. Speaking of my reliability, if I go to war with the Dreadfleet, what happens? Oh, they're trusted friends, right? Because they were the guys helping us out in Ulthuan. Oh, it's a VR game. Oh, okay. Hey, Benj, welcome. Welcome. Okay, I had no idea. I must have applied for that key about 1,000,000 years ago. Fantasy action set in Britain. Okay, cool. I'll check it out on VR. Excellent. I apply for a lot of keys. I didn't immediately remember which one that was. So thank you for looking that up. Now I know what I'll be playing. Good. It gives me a chance to get some other VR stuff recorded while I'm doing that. About time I went back into Cube VR. Right, okay, you're going that way. You're coming down this way. Nightshade, you stay in Hotek's column because you're kind of beaten up. And Ravenna, what is our next move? I kind of feel I want to re-explore the idea of maybe the Southlands, but that's all terrible, terrible territory for us. And it's all full of vampires, which doesn't end well. Maybe... Have you guys taken everything up north? I wonder if Naggarond's just dealt with all the Norskins at this point. No, who are you? What's your deal? You're the Varg. No, you're Norskins. Okay, there are still some Norskins up there. That's good. Hey, Squig. Hey, Mads. Hey, Jess. Oh, my God. Everyone just burst down the door at once. Welcome, all. If Naggarond is too strong right now, how about conquering Araby or Lustria? Lustria is probably not the worst idea. That would be the easiest point of entry. Araby would be trickier. because I think that is just a hard red on the suitable climate. Let's see if we can get an idea. We don't have a lot of visibility over in the Southlands. Yeah, we really haven't made it too far down there, but just glancing at what we can see, it's a hard red on climate suitability, so that might be fussy. I mean, Lustria is not great, but at least it's only unpleasant as opposed to just out and out, this place is awful. Of course, that all means we're gonna have to go to war, finally, with the lizards. I hate the lizards. I hate going to war with them. But Lustria is not the worst idea. I think I'm going to start some people moving in that direction. Who are you? What's your deal? Oh, the College of Pyrotechnics. Right. I forgot about you guys. You just spawned out of nowhere. Oh, yeah. I totally forgot about you. Well, let's just get some people moving in that direction, like Marathi herself. You apparently have used all your movement points, but Ravenna, you're still good. Come out of channeling. Let's just go see... Let's just start heading in this direction, and then we'll figure it out later. Pete Butler, why are you here? Why do you have a full stack army outside my door? You are the Dread Fleet. We are trusted allies with you, but I don't like the fact you're just hanging out. Or you could conquer the Darklands and take the orcs out. Yeah, again, hostile territory. I mean, in terms of climate suitability. I mean, we could eventually do it. It just takes a lot longer to build up those areas. I think Lustria is probably the best next move. It's only unsuitable, not flat out awful. So public order down, construction cost up, construction time up, etc., etc. It's just all around not so good. But we could make a stab at it. How strong is Mazdamundi these days? Oh, he's strong. He's only just behind us and Nagarond. He's just popping by. Who's just popping by to say hello? Thank you for doing so, but who's just popping by to say hello? Yeah, Mazdamundi ain't nothing. Thankfully, the initial part of Lustria, from where I'm coming from, does have some nice little choke points. If I could get down to Maku Peaks and Swamp Town, I'll be able to hold there while I build up that area. Yeah, I think it's Lustria. I think it's got to be Lustria. Who's got skill points that I need to be dealing with? Nightshade, what have you done for me lately? Why don't you have... Oh, I don't know. Why don't we get your army being a little bit beefier now? Why don't you have... ooh... Yeah, something that I don't immediately know. Have Sheaf Master. Yeah, ammo up is never, ever going to be a bad thing, ever. Jess is doing well. Been reading a new Star Wars novel, and for a brief moment I thought the name of the Star Wars novel was Dances with Sheep, which would be unusual for a Star Wars novel. Lizards are hostile anyway, and maybe you can drag some allies into the war. Do I have many allies apart from the Dread Fleet? I mean, the Dread Fleet have been trusted allies, and they've been with us since day one, and Nagarond have also been with us since day one. Oh! Well, I would say the Blessed Dread, but... Bless their hearts, they only have one settlement left, and they're rank 46. They will come to war with us. There's no question of that. We could set a war coordination target. They are military allies, but... Oh, bless their little hearts, there's only one of them left. Like Nagarond. Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. Nagarond's going to be our best bet for allies, but they're farther away than we are. The Blessed Dread will travel. Not the Blessed Dread, excuse me. The Dread Fleet will travel. And they're over here. Where is that? Yeah, if we... Slaver's Point, okay. They could take a boat ride down. They're usually not opposed to that. I don't think they have any settlements down in Lustria that I'm aware of. Let me just see if I can get a vague idea of where they are. Dreadfleet, you've got 5 settlements. Okay, yeah, no, you don't. You've got that one up there that I kind of want. You've got some stuff around Ulthuan. Yeah. You can often find me with a Star Wars novel. The main librarian at my library makes fun of me. I want to be like the dude you paid with my tax dollars. Leave me alone. Right? Random fact with bird brains. One of the fastest man-made objects might have been a manhole cover. 1957, during a nuclear test, a bomb was buried in a 485-foot hole covered in some concrete to control fallout, and we will hear the rest later. Okay. Yeah, let's head down to Lustria. Let's just pull people down in that area. Do I really need 2 armies to go assault Karon Kar? Maybe. Maybe. If it's all ratty, that might be a big settlement. That could be a yeah, I'll take the 2 armies. And then the other 2 can start heading towards Lustria. Do I really need to defend Hotek's column? The short answer is no. In a few turns, it's going to be pretty strong all by itself. Nightshade could use some replenishment, but we can kind of pick that up as we go along. If the Blessed Dread enters the war on my side, the Lizards take them out. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, I see where you're going with that, Hawk. Yeah, they do my work for me, and I can finally complete some of the... I was going to say commanderies, because I've been playing Three Kingdoms for ages today and yesterday. But I can complete some of those provinces without actually having to violate my treaty, because my reliability rating is low enough at this point. I honestly can't be afford to be breaking any treaties ever in the near future if I want to get that confederation with Nagarond. Sure, why don't you wound better? That's fine. You can do things like that. Go wound people. And Nightshade, yeah, like Nightshade, I think you're going to be fine to move. It looks like you've used up your movement points for this turn, but next turn we'll get you moving somewhere. Who else has skill points? Oh, Erdithane. Yeah, you're terrible. You're very, very terrible. Assaulting garrisons, if we're going to be going into Lustria and beating up on settlements, assaulting garrisons would not be the worst idea. Although I kind of would like you sort of in the front line, too. Yeah, range plus 10% and armor-piercing damage up 10%. That is super handy. Let's take that. And anyone else? Oh, everybody's got skill points right now. You know what, Calith? You can have exactly the same thing. I kind of want to beef up your bottom row there, but that's fine. On top of the hole, with a 4-inch manhole cover was placed, as it was thought the concrete would absorb the explosion. Concrete vaporized, and the hole became a gun barrel. The cover was something that we will find out about momentarily. Lord Not Moved, whom? Oh, right, Felatroth, you poor soul. I've had you down here pretty much forever. And it hasn't ended well. Dear Lord, man, you've got to get some replenishment going on, but you can't, because it's just sort of a neutral balance here where you're taking as much attrition as you are replenishing, and you're going to heal that off in about 400 turns, I think. Well, 13. Okay, 13 turns. Maybe not that bad, but 13. Propelled to 6 times the escape velocity of the Earth. Yeah, that's a damn fast manhole cover. You ain't wrong about that. Where else could we send you? Where else could we send you, Velatroth? You may as well get out on the ocean. You'll probably suffer slightly less attrition doing that. Let's take you for a little spin, Velatroth. Do whatever you need to do to get out on the ocean. Go into March mode. Get out here. At least you'll get away from the vampiric corruption. That's a start. That's a vague start to the problem we're having with you. And whom else has not been moved? Oh, Koval, right. We were kind of bringing you over in this neck of the woods, weren't we? I forgot about you, Koval. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You're actually fairly decent, and you've got a mediocre, not astounding army, but an army. A lot of dread spears in there, a lot of tier 1 soldiers. That's okay. You're primarily here for support. That's your job. Hero Not Moved. Whom? Yeah, exactly, Hawk. That's kind of my plan. Hey, what amongst all? Welcome, welcome. Move the army out of the eastern kingdoms and move them to Lustria. Oh, I think I'm going to take your second point, which is send both of them, Koval and who's he, what's it there, that's suffering horrible attrition, down into the Southlands and see what's going on down there. Maybe there might be some better climate down where the Tomb Kings are. That might be slightly better climate. It might not. It might be bright red, but I got back into XCOM. Oh, you poor soul, Birdbrains. You poor soul. I haven't been into XCOM for a little bit because it's virtually impossible to play on my own laptop, which is where I play the vast majority of my games because I play downstairs. And if I'm upstairs here, it's going to go ahead and be Three Kingdoms because Three Kingdoms is awesome, if very challenging to play because it's a totally different... Well, it's not totally different. At its heart, it's a Total War game. You could look at it and go, yeah, this is absolutely a Total War game. All the familiar mechanics are here, but what they did with the diplomacy is just ridiculous. There's so much diplomacy, and I love it. It's just challenging to get used to it. Hey, Maximus, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't know anything about Araby by now. After all, still not explored at all. No, I don't. You're right, we haven't been down there. We were so focused on taking Ulthuan that we really didn't have the troops to spare to send down there. No, you're right, it's not necessarily all vampires down there. Although, given what a great game the vampires are having, who knows? Hero not moved. Argyle! You could also join the little party. I'm kind of mildly concerned that these sort of vampire pirate rogue armies might try and take out Velatroth just for the sake of taking him out. I've had that happen more than a few times. That actually may have been a bit of a mistake on my part. He's very vulnerable. If he has to get into a fight, he's probably going to lose and get killed. All right, well, we'll have to cross that bridge when we come down. It might have been better to go by land. I don't know. We'll see. We need anti-XCOM PSAs. Yes, kids, stay away. Just say no to XCOM. It'll chew up your life. Commandment available. Oh, yeah, we do it with Hotech's column. We get a commandment. What do we want to do here? Public order seems to be broadly okay for right now. Tax rate, this thing doesn't make a lot of money. Festivals of hedonism sounds delightful, actually. Income from slaves and growth up. We don't really need a lot of growth. Truth be told, we don't need a lot of growth. I mean, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take the growth, I guess. We'll just kind of max out the Clawed Coast here and see what happens. Settlement upgrade, Blacklight Tower, fantastic. Upgrade that, please. And that will do it for that turn. It's unlikely there's a lot of vampires down there. The vampire counts and the Barrow Legion usually go by land, not by sea. Very true. Very true. Yeah, the Orcs are having a really good game. It's probably, if I'm going to have to put money on it, I'm going to say it's mostly Orky down there. It's mostly Goblin-esque in that part of the world. Although I've said it before, I am shocked at how good a game the vampires are having. I'm running a very similar campaign on my own, and in that one, they're just having a terrible game. The dwarves have just walked all over them. I don't think they hold much of anything left. All of their heartland is gone. Not that vampires really have a heartland. They just sort of decimate the area around them and get it all corrupty. But their major castles are gone, like Drakenhof and all that. So they're having a terrible game in that. One of the reasons I like this series is that, you can play exactly the same campaign, and it can go completely differently depending on what the AI does. Jess will be right back. We will look forward to that. Thank you. And Nagaron, yes, I'm actually really interested in what you're doing because I would really like to confederate with you, but I feel you're not going to do it because you're pretty much as strong, if not stronger than me at this point. And I'm not sure what I would do if I did confederate with Nagaron. I mean, that's a lot of territory to take over all at once. Just the management of it alone would be a pain in the neck. You think we've got long turns now. Wait till I own half the planet. Yeah, is that, that's Malekith. Okay, there's my son. Nice black dragon you got there. Don't bother to call for Mother's Day or anything, will you? No, that's fine. Sylvania is their homeland. Yeah, I know. I was really more being facetious, Hawk, in the sense that, they don't exactly, love their home per se. They kind of get it all corrupty and kill their peasants and just make it really horrible. It's not like they celebrate life in their homeland was where I was going with that. They kind of just make it awful. Just really, really awful and exploit their people and use them as cattle. But, yeah, it is their homeland. You're right. It is Sylvania, which always kind of trips me up because Sylvania makes light bulbs, but I don't think the vampires make light bulbs. They're generally not known for that. Felicion, you got yourself and a horsey. Not the strongest army, I'm not going to say. I'm going to say it's probably not your best move there. Why is Dargoth unsettled? That can't be ratty. Malekith wouldn't have rats that far up. And I think we broadly dealt with most of the Skaven that we're aware of by now. Okay, here we go. Who are you? You're Luther. Okay. You're not exactly on my side, I think, but I don't think you hate me. You're not the Dreadfleet. You're the Vampire Coast, if I'm remembering correctly. Dark Elves do the same, spreading chaos, corruption, and enslaving and slaughtering the population. That is very true, Hawk. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. much like I say about the Warhammer universe, nobody is really 100% the good guys. Definitely not the Dark Elves. No, that's very true. But even the High Elves and to a certain... I guess we kind of had this conversation a couple of weeks ago, but I guess if you're going to try to pick who are the good guys, there's nothing terrible about the Dwarves. They don't do anything particularly horrible that I can think of, that I'm aware of in the lore. High Elves have their own attitude going on that there should be High Elves and nothing else. They might be a little racist in that regard, but nobody really has much bad to say about the Dwarves. They're pretty cool with everyone. They're pretty chill. I mean, the Empire are obviously just a militaristic fascist nation. That might be a little extreme to say, but, you know, that's the impression I get from the Empire. Who are you? Huglug. Gesundheit. Oh, I want to see your units. You look like you had a really cool unit. Okay, well, we might be over there at some point. Actually, if the orcs wanted to get into a big war with the vampires and they could soften each other up, that'd be okay. I'd be fine with that. They can just kind of beat each other up. Yeah, they're at war with each other. Okay, it's orc on vampire violence. That's fine. That makes my life a little easier. Yeah, you technically won, but that was a very Pyrrhic victory on your part. You suffered a lot of losses there, Casper. Let's speed it up a little bit here. Skaven are actually a possibility in Arabia. No, you're right. Yep, there's absolutely... Yep, there's Skaven down there. Who the heck is down there? Queek Headtaker is down there. That's a tough campaign to run. He starts in a really fussy area. Oh, what just happened to Misnar? Should I be aware? Oh, okay, Misnar... Where am I in relation to this? All right. Okay, a thing just happened there. We might want to be aware of that. Things are happening in Ulthuan. All right, I got to go check on Ulthuan after all of this. Yeah, Queek Headtaker is down there, and somebody else is down there too, Hawk. I don't immediately remember who. I can't recall. I only remember Queek. Very tough campaign. Not a lot of food down there. Churning Gulf Rate. Yeah, these are the guys I'm worried about. These are definitely the guys I'm worried about. I feel he's just going to make an immediate attack on me. No, okay. I might want to check diplomacy, just see if I can get, at bare minimum, a non-aggression pact with these guys. Because I don't really want to have an issue with them. I've got way other things to deal with than floating pirates. Welcome back, Jess. Welcome back. Okay, great, good. Hotek's column, what's the problem? One of my lords is answering an annual summons. Got it. What is my best move here? Bonus experience for Nightshade, a little bit of loss. Oh, okay. Turn start, lords have a chance to gain loyalty, public order up, upkeep down. Yeah, give me that one. That's actually just money in my pocket. That's fantastic. Raiding. Really? Where? All the way up there? Oh, you guys are raiding me. I thought you were going to be fussy. College of Pyrotechnics needs to go away. Well... Coincidentally, Hawk, we now have a quest to be at war with Hexaudal in 20 turns. I think we can manage that. I think we can totally manage that. That is something I can probably do. Okay, speaking of which, on our way down there, we got to deal with the College of Pyrotechnics. I wanted to check in on Ulthuan. What is going on over here, people? What's the problem? Oh, there's some the Clan Scryer right there. I forgot these guys had a little bit of a piece of this. So they're not, those aren't ruins, those are Skaven territories. And those are nuclear rats. Those are new, hey, Dreadfleet. Oh, that's Nagaron. Sorry, Nagaron. Nagaron, you can go deal with them as well. That's totally okay if you want to just go deal with that. How much territory do I have? I have so much of both one. Not quite as much as I would like. I'd like to have all of it, but I've got a lot of it. That's good. And I especially have Lothern. Actually, Lothern, you're looking for some upgrades, aren't you? You know what? I want to save my money. I mean, I've got tons of it. I've got plenty of money, but I want to save my money until we get a foothold somewhere down here. Just somewhere where I can start building some military infrastructure. Okay, you. Bleak Coast Buccaneers. Can we talk to you? Can we have a non-aggression pact with you? Nope. Totally can't. I can pay you off or I can try and declare war on you. Neither of those is a particularly good idea. What, can I see what stance you're in? I know you're at sea. Can I see if you are in full speed ahead or not? I really feel my first best move is to get these guys back on land. because those pirates will just snap me up, and I am no match for them right now. Not even a tiny little bit. So let's get you as far away as we humanly can, down here. And then where's my other guy? Oh, very sticky position. Very, very sticky position over here. You just kind of need to get onto land. You are really not doing... Yeah, I just figured that out, Hawk. I can't have non-aggression pacts with pirate fleets. I can just try and pay them off, which is probably not going to stop them from attacking me. They'll probably just go, yay, money, and we're going to attack you. Many different factions in Araby that can have a good game. Bretonians. Yeah, I always forget the Bretonians are down there. It's a weird place for them to be. It's a very weird place for them to be. It's just an odd land for them to live in. I mean, they're Bretonians. They're supposed to be in what is technically France over here. You, Koval, at full speed, where can you go? You go into the middle of the ocean. Yeah, I need to get you onto land. You're going to suffer horrible attrition, but this is what needs to happen, Koval. Because otherwise, I feel it. I've had it happen way too many times before. Pirates just roll right in. Koval has a decent army. It's nothing to be sniffed at. But Mad Mulletson here probably has a better army. Yeah, you know what? I just don't even want the fight. Actually, he didn't have that great an army. Oh, he has got a Frostworm, though. I gotta get me one of them. I've never gone down the Norskins long enough to get a Frostworm. Got a Mammoth. No Frostworms. Lord Not Moved. Whom? When does the summer sale start? You tell me. You tell me. I have money put aside for that. I am ready. Ready for that. Absolutely ready. Is it that weird a place? They're actually Crusaders? Yeah, I guess when you say it like that, that makes total sense. Yeah, so that actually makes sense. They'd be in Northern Africa, basically. Yeah, good point, Hawk. Good point. They are Crusaders. They would be going on crusades to liberate places from things and people. Ravenna, out of March stance. Can you deal with the College of Pyrotechnics? Yep, you sure can. I know it's an act of war. These people are raiding in my territory, and I would like that to stop. Thank you. So off we go. Ravenna's got a good army. I don't think this is going to be too much of a problem. You're saying it's a fair fight. Ooh, they've got, They do have an abundance of grenade launchers. Oh, they're all artillery. Okay, wow. This is fine, except I can't really get anywhere near them. Probably should have checked their lineup. They are 100% all artillery. What am I going to get in the summer sale? It depends what goes on sale, really. I mean, there's some things I've got my eye on that I would love to snap up, but ultimately it depends on what the prices are. I'll just sit there for a day going through the sale and figuring out what I want. I don't have a hard answer for that, Squig, until I see the sale itself. Okay. Okay, so they are all artillery. What's the range on their thingamajiggy here? 480 versus 350. They've got the range on me, too. We're going to have to move hard and fast on these guys. This is going to be a tougher fight than I thought. I actually... Accept my gift. Well, now I'm at war with them. You know what? Okay. This is going to be a messy, messy battle. This is going to be a sloppy fight. Because I just have to rush them. I got to close the gap immediately. They have 2 steam tanks in there. Alright, Hydra versus steam tanks. We're going to have to see. I mean, I can take out their artillery if I can get to it without dying. That's the fussy part of that. This was a poorly chosen battle. I really should have looked at their unit lineup before I did this. Well, if we lose, we'll probably be able to do a lot of damage, and Marathi is literally right behind me. She can come in and finish all of this off, and we will get the garrison. We'll get the garrison involved, so we grossly outnumber them. We just don't have the range that they do. They can wreck me on range. They're just gonna... if they're smart, they'll just go as far back as possible, fight in the corner, and there's a whole tree line I gotta go through as well. Spiffy. Okay. Do I have the slightest idea of where they are? And there's where my reinforcements are coming in. Give me... Yeah, I have no idea where they are. They're in the trees somewhere, obviously. Okay, well, where are my cavalry? Do I have any? Yeah, Dread Knights. Okay. I have Dread Knights over here. Actually, Dread Knights go all the way over here, truth be told. Ooh, this is going to be a hot mess. And I actually have to arrange all of this because unlike Three Kingdoms, which very nicely arranges your lines in what it thinks is the most sensible position, and it often is, I have to do all of this myself. So, all of you guys, it's going to be a sloppy line anyway, and we have to walk uphill to do this. This is just a little silly. I deeply regret this battle. Yeah, no, I do have some cavalry, and it is great for taking out artillery if we can get that far. I'm concerned that they have about 5 or 6 units of mounted grenade launchers that are going to take one look at my cavalry and go, hello, lunch just showed up. So we're just going to rush them. That's all we're going to do is just rush them. My artillery is going to be useless here with this hill and this tree line. The one shot I've got is my reinforcements are coming in behind them, which will be handy. I can kind of sandwich them in. This, I really should have looked at the lineup and maybe just kind of left them alone and said, okay, you guys want to do a little bit of raiding. That's basically fine. Right, start the battle. Do I have an eye on where they are? Maybe I just stay right here until they show. Okay, there they are in the trees. There they are in the trees. And here come my reinforcements right behind them. Short answer, good. Because at least, if I can get my cavalry from behind, I'm pretty sure I have cavalry behind them. Where are they going to go? There's one of their rocket batteries. That's fine. And boy, they are definitely moving to get an eye on me. Do I stay here? Do I move up? Let's start moving up. Let's at least start moving up. This could very well be a broadly terrible idea, but I got to do something. I can't just stand here because they have the range on me. They will shoot me all day. They will have no problem just shooting me all day with no interruptions. Spread out your units a little bit more. Yeah, that's not the worst idea, and actually, speaking of the Witch Elves, because I'm not really that keen on... Oh, there's rocks here and everything. This map could not be less suited for doing what I want to do right now. I'm going to spin the Witch Elves over here. If I got to charge somebody in to just be sacrificed, be 100% sacrificed, knowing they're going to get wiped out, I'd rather it was the Witch Elves. Truth be told, I'm not that crazy about them. Okay, more reinforcements coming in. Good. I really have to keep an eye on these guys. Okay, hang on, hang on. Pause it. Pause it. Okay, you. You focus on... No, not the steam tank. That's a terrible idea. You're all garrison. I actually don't care if you die, because you're just going to get replenished. And the one thing that's going right is they're circling their artillery back around because they've seen the reinforcements first. So they're just focused on that. Any ability we have to take out this artillery, just do it. Do whatever you need to do to take this out. And there's another cavalry. I have no idea. They're missile cavalry. Let's send some, you know, speary, spokey, kind of poke people with a big stick cavalry and see what happens there. Stream is entertaining me as I wrap Father's Day presents. Good. That's what I'm here to do. Not specifically the Father's Day thing, but I'm here to entertain you. That's kind of like literally the point of this. Yeah, let's send those Witch Elves in. I don't care if these Witch Elves die. I really don't. And where's one of the steam tanks? There, okay. Eventually my War Hydra will get up there. I think this is actually going to be more about the garrison than anything else. Now, do I have any more missile units? Oh, no, now they're trying to go for the main force. Fine. Fine. Nope, now they're spinning around. Okay, I have at least confused them. They're not really sure where to go. You guys, just attack anything. You're all garrison. I don't care if you die. I legit do not care if you die. Totally fine if you do. Who's left over here? Oh, okay, apparently I didn't tell you to go anywhere. Start moving up there. Start moving up there. This one is not Robert Birdbrains. This is just an unnamed War Hydra. Oh, yeah, the grenade launchers are going off. The grenade launchers sure are going off, but they're in skirmish mode, which is the one thing that might help me, is that, yeah, whatever you need to do, sir, just do it. The one thing that might keep me going is they're skirmishing away. They're trying to move, and speaking of which, hang on. I'm not going to be in skirmish mode. I need every no, I don't. No, I don't. That's a bad idea, because the mounted units should be in skirmish mode. That will work out better for them. Yes, just hit them. Hit them with everything you've got. I know you're getting hit with grenades. We've seen off one. Well, we've pretty much seen off one of their grenade launchers. Other things are starting to break. How are we doing down here? These guys are booking it. Great. Do my bolt throwers have any kind of shot here? No, but try and get one. Just try and do the best you can to get a shot in here. You won't. It'll probably take you the rest of this battle to get up here to get a shot, and you probably will never have it anyway because we're shooting uphill. Right. Buck the War Hydra. Fantastic. Good. You're freaking out. Why are you wavering, shaken? Okay, we're making progress here. We're definitely making progress. Oh, I've got an assassin here. Why don't you get up here? Get the Death Hag in here. And Ravenna, what could you be tossing around here? Just head up in this direction. I just need to know where you are at all times. Right. We're not doing nothing, and I think most of what we've lost so far is the garrison. Oh, you're cavalry. Charge into the rocket battery. Charge into their artillery before it regains any potential to do me any harm. And by the time this is all done... the Hydra's shown up. Buck's here. You've done fair work there, but I think we could be doing even better than that. I have no real... I've got you as infantry. You're witch elves. Good. Go keep working on that. And anyone else who's got time to spare, get up here. Let's send my assassin against their leader. Actually, go into melee mode. Just actually hit it with a stick. What's your thing? Dark Venom. Oh, yeah, when you get up there, do Dark Venom. Totally do Dark Venom when you get there. 75% extra weapon damage. Reinforcements who have not engaged. Where? I don't... Oh, over here. Okay. I don't even know who you guys are. Get out here so I can see what you are. You are Corsairs. Okay, fine. Totally fair. You charge this. You also charge this. Who else is in here? You charge whatever that is. That's a rocket battery. Let's see if we can take that down. And where are... You guys have kind of lost things to shoot at. So why don't you shoot at that? Actually, shoot at... Nope, that one's broken. Never mind. I think we're gonna be okay. Why don't you go shoot at this one? I think this one is sort of shooting us with impunity at this point. You guys really haven't done anything at all. This has all been Garrison. Good job, Garrison. Well done. Come up here. Everybody come up here. Well done, Garrison. Best Garrison ever. Gold star for this Garrison. I think almost everything they've got is basically broken. Where was that? Yeah, send the Hydra to just finish this off. Because we're doing it a lot of damage, but we're not scaring it. Its morale is really still good. It's still confident in its ability to shell me. Which is, you know, a thing to be confident in. I get it. Where did their leader end up going, please? Get an eye on where their leader is. I don't know how you guys got over here. Oh, that's another rocket battery. Let's go ahead and take care of that, folks. You're a Death Hag. You can do that. I kind of don't know. Is that him down? There he is. He's down there. Okay. Good. Great. Everyone just, yeah, go deal with him. Go deal with this guy. What are you? You're a bolt thrower just waddling around. What could you do to him? You are direct damage. Sure, let's do that. I think he's actually broken. No, he's shattered. We got it. He's shattered. Okay. Whew. Oh, no problem, Squig. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for coming by, man. Craven, my warriors flee. Okay, their leader is shattered. Who's left that's giving me an issue? Oh, these guys. The steam tank. Yeah, those things are a pain in the neck to kill. Everyone just sort of flip around and kill this thing. I don't think it's going to take too much more at this point. And it looks like there's somebody up here that is giving it. That might have been the steam tank. Okay, somebody down here. Oh, okay. There's still one more. One more steam tank. Yeah, those things are terrible to try and kill. Really tough to get those things down. Yeah, you are losing decisively. Go ahead. Yeah, okay. I can just let him work on that. That's fine. Eventually, this will be done. Steam tank is desperately trying to get out of here. Not really working out so well. Send the assassin in there. I can use that dark venom thing to get the weapon damage up. Where are you, by the way? Where did you go? Where do you live now? Oh, you've got a long way to go over there. Okay, Ravenna, why don't you come over in this direction? Yeah, all we gotta do is just get rid of these 2 steam tanks and we're done. And that one's about to go. You know what? By the time the assassin gets there, this will be all over, bar the shouting. Although, jeez, those steam tanks are tanky. Hint was in the title, but they're not kidding when they say tank. These are tanky. I played an Empire campaign where I basically won an entire battle with just the steam tank. It was just good because all my other soldiers were dead. It's not a battle that was going well. Can somebody just finish this thing off, please? It has like 1 health point. There we go. Okay, can we win now? Thank you. There we go. That was all Garrison. Garrison won that battle. Decisive victory. Not bad. Yeah, we really played havoc with them. Both their steam tanks are done. Their rocket batteries are done. Most of their grenade launchers are done. So if this army survives, this will just be a very quick auto-resolve mop-up. Random fact with Bird Brains, the Sherman Firefly was a British modification of the American M4 Sherman fitted with a 3-inch 17-pounder gun. It was the most common tank to mount this gun. Could easily kill a German Tiger. Like a 4-legged big kitty tiger? Because I don't think Germany has a lot of tigers. It's not tiger territory. I mean, I've seen tigers in the Berlin Zoo. But not, you know, they're not commonly walking the streets. Wild boar are, which is weird. Okay. So, Cecilio, whatever your name is, I'll definitely take the replenishment. And yeah, you are gonna wander off. That's fine. Banner of Swiftness for Ravenna, and Marathi. Oh, you've already used your movement points. Okay, that's okay. Why don't you just go into March mode and actually just get ahead of him? That way we can snipe him off. Oh, the big scary kitty. That's a war tank, not a kitty tank. Got it. Unassigned skill points. Argyle. What could we be doing with you? You're actually pretty good at all your assassinate-y stuff, although Assault Garrison up a rank would not be bad. But I think we'll go... Yeah, let's... I know the assassins have ranged weapons. I just feel they're better in melee, but... What's Deadeye again? Ammo up and reload time down. Missile damage up. Armor piercing damage up. I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay. Lord Not Moved. Whom? Somebody way over here. Oh, okay. You can finally figure out what's going on in Karant Kar. Hopefully it's not ratty. What we got? Nope. No rats. Just flat out colonize it. Done. Now Yasser's going to be hanging out there for a while replenishing. So, Karant Kar, repair that. And we can't repair that until we actually get up to level 1. Oh, Dreadfleet. Really looking at Slaver's Point. You have this knack of just having one settlement that I kind of want. Although at least it's not Karant Kar. I mean, if I'm going to have something, I may as well have the capital. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Tiger was vastly superior to the British and American tanks, as is shown by the losses the Allies suffered in all tank engagements. The only reason they stopped the German Tiger was lack of fuel. I will absolutely sit here and let you and Bird Brains argue about tanks. Very specific tanks. Not tanks in general, but very, very specific tanks. Villarel, what have you done for me lately? What can you do for me lately? Ah, you could block the army. That's the first time I've ever actually considered that to be useful. Go and do that. That'll stop him getting away, kind of. And you succeeded. Good for you. You had an elf servant for that. Good for you. Hero not moved. Whom? Oh, Argyle. Okay. You can't do anything to anyone who's on the water, and they can't do anything to you. So you can just sail on past these guys. And who else has skill points I need to be dealing with? Ravenna. Ravenna, you are super low level. What can we do with you? What would be a good move for you? The Withering. That's down armor. Added effect area. I do like anything that's going to lower armor. Yeah, I'm going to take that at level 2. Anything to shave armor off is always going to be welcome. You are clearly at full strength because the garrison did all the work there. Can you just get out here and snipe this guy off? Is that like a thing you can do? Yeah, there's a quick auto-resolve. We'll just get rid of Cecilio here. Sorry, Cecilio. I mean, it's nothing personal. You were just raiding in my lands. And you came armed with a lot of grenade launchers, and I consider that sort of mildly diplomatically sketchy. Pearl of Infinite Blackness. What does that do for a living? +8 leadership. Okay. Immune psychology. Okay. Grab some more slaves. Neat. And we've destroyed the College of Pyrotechnics. Very cool name. Unfortunate they couldn't be friends with us, but there it is. Ravenna, and you've got income from trade. You've got an elf servant. Everyone's got an elf servant now. Everybody's got an elf servant. We are swimming in elf servants, which was odd because those were men, not elves, but here we are. Villarel. Well, keep going down. What's your high-level spells? Do we already get these? Oh yeah, the Purple Sun of Xerius. That looks really good. I'd like to take that out for a spin. But why don't you, just for safety, be immortal? Just in case. Just in case. There aren't really any big enemy heroes around here, but just in case. Erdathane, you are getting better at things. Why don't you go up a level in assault units? I do like assault units. That is super handy. And again, Ravenna. Sorry, I missed a point with you, Ravenna. Well, in that case, let's start getting your army a little better. Go ahead and get Inspiring Presence, and then we'll start working down that line. And I busted a quest for the Pirates of Sartosa? What did I do? Killing the Pyromaniacs you just took out its quest objective for Sartosa. Oh, okay. Right. Well, I only took them out because I kind of looked at the size of their army and said, oh, this can't be that bad, and didn't actually look at the army. Mostly it's just because they were raiding, and they're just going to keep raiding. All they're going to do is just keep raiding because they have no homeland. They're not going to do anything. So the AI is just going to make them raid all the time. And that's just a drain on my ludicrously flush economy, he says optimistically. Making 12,000 a turn. What am I supposed to be building in Hag Hall that you think I want to build? More public order? Yeah, I think at +29 my public order is just fine. How about in some of our newer territories up here? Is there things I could be building up here? Yeah, the monoliths will take something. What do you want? How about... What do I want to give you? You get the horsies. You are not quite level 3. I'll maybe wait till you're level 3 and then work on that. And then the other one can be level 3. Yeah, we'll wait till that. Okay. Now what? Now what? Better not be a pirate attack. I ain't trying to hear that. What is... Oh, I was going to say that is... What is that gray symbol? But it's not gray. We're just going a little colorblind during the turn change. That is all... That is probably all... Okay, there we go. It's yellow. All right, it's yellow. Thank you. That's what I wanted to know. All right, yellow isn't the worst thing in the world. It's not red. Did you know that when video game companies don't pay the historical researchers, they get more inaccuracies in the stats for items in their games? War Thunder's Super German Jets. I see. Is War Thunder supposed to be very historically accurate? Because I don't know it. I don't know it very well at all. In fact, this may not be the first time I've heard of it, but it's not, though. Not exactly like I've heard of it a lot. Anyway, long story short, is it supposed to be super historically accurate? And therefore, you're saying it isn't. And why would you hire someone and not pay them? That doesn't seem very nice. Although, apparently, that's kind of a thing with video game companies. And they're a little tight for change sometimes. Dreadfleet, yes. What are you guys doing these days? Don't know. Apparently, you didn't do anything at all. You just didn't do squat this turn. Right. We are at war with the Pirates of Sartosa, too. Or maybe Naggarond is. I don't know. It largely doesn't matter. I'm not really focused on them. Clan Scryer in Ulthuan is a mild concern. What with the nuclear bombs? Ooh, those things are grim. They will just take out half an army. Okay, Clan Scryer is... Oh, I was going to say Clan Scryer is doing nothing. Clan Scryer is making a move against Naggarond. I think they just put Tor Coralai under siege. And here come the Pirates of Sartosa. I'm not even sure what's going on over there anymore. That's a mild concern. I really don't want to have to bring armies back into Ulthuan. I kind of wrote off Ulthuan as being broadly under control. Nightshade got a thing. We've done Deadly Accountability, Leadership up, Recruit rank up. Nice. Nightshade also got a thing. And Deviant Flautist. That's an awesome band name if you've got a flute player in your band. Who? Okay, but Public Order up that I could assign to anyone. More followers, more things, more things. Okay, I think I probably have more followers than I have units of armies at this point. Lord Not Moved. Not the Lord I wanted to move, but it'll work. It's fine. Marathi, just keep heading down here. I know it's a bit of a long walk, but you guys also do the same. Keep heading in this direction. How far away are we from Lustria? Pretty far away. Not gonna lie. Pretty far away. Okay. Lord Not Moved again. Velatroth. Right. I don't know how far these pirates will extend their reach. Because I know when I kind of play my own campaigns, they sort of stick around a general area that I don't want to get involved in. So, let's have you head this way. I think you'll be okay. You're in full speed. Even if they're at full speed, they're still behind you. Unless they've got some really good buff or perk or something which can make them go even faster than me. And that looks like a very convenient beach to pull up on right there. Oh, the reef is nice. The reef looks really, really nice. That's cool. Random fact with bird brains. Some tank crews used to strap spare... Okay, that's a bit of a tongue twister. Strap spare tracks on the hull and turreted their tank... And on the hull, and turreted their tank, this would serve as extra armor and be used to replace the track if it was damaged. Like turrets, probably not turreted is what I'm reading there. Pirate fleets are only patrolling a small area, each fleet in a different region. Yeah, that's been my experience too, Hawk. They just have sort of a zone of control, and if I'm not in it, they're not going to pursue me per se. So you can go down there, nobody's going to touch you, Argyle. You, Koval, are now going to start suffering massive attrition as we go through here, but there we are. At some point, I'll be able to park these two armies somewhere where we're not suffering horrible attrition and replenish them. Not today, but someday. Yeah, Clan Scryer is still very, very confidently taking control of Skaven Blight. Yeah, level 5 everything. That would be such a tough nut to crack. And, you know, nuclear-powered. I just want to keep bringing that point home. Nuclear-powered rats. Oh, now I've got... Okay, I forgot I got another army over there. That's fine. That's totally fine. You can totally be down there. I'm Nightshade. Here's the deal. I'm actually going to have you go back to Ulthuan. Because reasons. Because I'm a little concerned with what's going on over there. So I would like you... What's going to be a reasonably quick way to get there? Straight down. Actually, just straight down the road. Yeah, I want you to start moving towards Ulthuan, just in case something goes squirrely down there. I'd like to be aware of it. In your Pirates of Sartosa campaign, I actually noticed the pirates don't attack me at all. That seems like a pretty reasonable mechanic for the game. Pirates wouldn't attack other pirates. Well, sort of... You know, hashtag NPC pirates, I guess. Air quotes NPC pirates. Factions that you cannot take charge of if you were playing the game, I guess is what I'm trying to say there. So, what do we want to do here? It's all the way at the end of the line here. Dragon eggs. I don't have a lot of dragons. Okay, weapon strength up for Blackguard. And a lot of other people. Just a flat better weapon strength? That's got to be good. Witch Elves up. Armor up. Ooh, quite a bit of armor for some of those guys. Yeah, better armor is never going to be a bad thing. I don't think anyone's going to say, oh, no, you should have less armor. I've never heard that phrase. You obviously have your good spells. Yep, you do. So what am I going to do with you? Why don't you... I guess, what's scouting? Yeah, I actually wouldn't mind an extra magic item drop chance. That's fine. I'll take that. And Alyssa, what are you doing for a living these days? You were heading north. But I don't think you're needed there. There's nothing going on up here. We're kind of done in that area. Maybe send you up to start taking a poke at the... Yeah, you know what? That is what I'm going to do. Start heading up here. Marathi, how close are you to being replenished? A really long way away. A very... Oh, sorry, Yastra, not Marathi. You're a very long way away from being replenished. Anything I can... I have no military here, do I? No. Because I'm seeing that the Norskins have Nagrar, and Dargoth appears to be unoccupied. I don't suppose they'd like to be part of the same settlement. They are. They are, actually. And they also hold Shagrath, which is right next door. Maybe we'll take a poke at the Norskins, too, because that's at least friendlier territory. Found it strange they didn't attack me, since one of the campaign's objective is literally to kill them all. And Birdbrains wants popcorn. Well, why do you have no popcorn? I believe we have popcorn in the house. It's unpopped. I mean, it's embryonic popcorn, so to speak. It's the idea of popcorn, but it is here somewhere, I think, unless we threw it out, which we might have. Alyssa. I would not mind if you were a little better at being fighty. I'd be okay with that. So why don't you charge bonus up? What are you riding right now? Oh, anything I want you to, apparently. Okay, right now you're on a Dark Pegasus. Melee attack up. Yes, give me that, please. Let's get you better at being fighty. Okay, is that all the things that I need to do? That's the Dreadfleet. That's not me. How's Nagarond looking these days? Nagarond, you want to talk about the whole Confederation thing? Nope, reliability is still very low. This is never going to fly. Nope, it's not. Okay. Any trade agreements that I haven't taken advantage of lately? I mean, with people who don't hate me, obviously. No, there's actually not a lot of people left. Everyone's kind of confederating with everyone. The Khemri like me. That's unfortunate, because I'm kind of heading to that area, and I'm not opposed to destroying you. Although I say that, you've got 19 territories. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing at all. Would you like to have a trade agreement, though? Yeah, you totally would. You'd wicked like that. So let's do that. We may as well get some more money. Anyone else down here who doesn't hate me? No. No, actually, okay, the Vampire Coast are good friends with me. Good. Yeah, we are actually allies. That will be good to know. That will be handy somewhere. I'm just not sure where. Okay, good enough. Good enough. I wonder if I should set a war coordination target now of Hexaudal, or anything else down in Lustria. I just picked Hexaudal because it's one of the first ones we're going to encounter. But maybe I should just start... The thing is, I don't want them to come in with a war coordination target, smash down the settlement, and then take control of it. If I'm going to attack Lustria, I want the things out of it. I want to enjoy the benefits, rather than have my allies have settlements down there. Alright, well, we'll figure it out next turn. We'll see what happens. Kind of just want to get whatever we're going to do in the Southland settled, in the Araby area. Who are you? Oh, Sabioth. Right, right. You've been going for a walk forever. I totally forgot I sent you on that path. You're actually in a very good location, though. You can zip right over to where I need you to be. Super. Good job, Sabioth, at anticipating my needs. Is that Bustamundi? Probably. Oh, and I think this is going to be the end of the Blessed Dread right here. Yeah. Blessed Dread's done. Sorry, guys. Should have confederated with me. Blessed Dread, all done. Bye, Blessed Dread. Vampire Coast's ally is good when you attack the lizards. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. They're going to come in handy somewhere. Somewhere down in Lustria, they're going to come in handy. And I can kind of make a decent prediction of what they own, given what they normally own as AI. Yeah, there's some more Norskins up there. Nagaron's just trashing them. Doesn't actually appear to be moving in that I can see. I might just go snag a few of those. Anything in ruins, I'll pick that off. I'm not proud. Go grab some ruins and move in. It's just the replenishment time that kind of sucks while you're sitting there just waiting to get your strength back. Or at least get your people back, anyway. Nagaron, speed it up a little bit for me, would you please? Thank you. Admiral Ruatha, just do whatever it is you're going to do. Alright, Vampire Coast, speaking of which, is there anything we need to know about you? How about the Dreadfleet? No. Dreadfleet are just going to sit in that one settlement, and that'll probably be about all they do. Kind of curious what Clan Scryer is doing. and or the Pirates of Sartosa. Because if I've got to leave an army in Ulthuan, that's going to be a kind of pain in the neck. Because they'll get bored, and that means they'll lose loyalty. Barrow Legion, who are having a fantastic game, and Norska. Yeah, we might poke that bear. We could totally see us poking that bear. Clan Scryer is doing nothing at all. That's the best news I've heard all day. They're probably tinkering with their bionics and nuclear bombs. That Norscan Terra is actually terrible. It's Arctic climate, which causes attrition. Yes, broadly yes, but the settlement itself is going to be fine. Yes, if I venture out, it will cause attrition. But if I'm just sitting in there or not, if I just develop it and leave, that's fine. And I've run it. I was doing a Crone Hellebron campaign and didn't quite understand how bad the Arctic attrition was until I was just desperately trying to siege a city, and I was losing more health than I was gaining. Lord Not Moved. Yes, whom? All of you folks. Okay, everyone just keep marching down towards Lustria, please. I know it's a super long walk. I get it. Ah, Felatroth. Yes. Can you just please get onto land? I know you're still going to suffer attrition. You'd think you'd be used to it by now, Velatroth. I wish you guys had an underway stance. This is what I miss from the Skaven and the Dwarves and the Orcs, is the underway stance. Moving along, no attrition. Yes, Koval. Koval, this is a swamp. This is going to take you forever to move through it, but there it is. Hero Not Moved, whom? Villarel. You just keep coming down here. You're just going to hang out with everyone else. It'll be fine. And another hero, Argyle. You can go eventually meet up over here. And who wants a settlement upgrade? I'm giving them out like candy right now. Oh, Karen Carr. Perfect. Great. Yes, absolutely do that. You are level 2. I'll throw some walls on you, actually, just to be on the safe side. Never, especially if we poke the Norsican bear. Then I'll definitely want my primary city in this neighborhood to have walls. Go over here. Go over here. I can't remember if you're in range of the city, if you will actually suffer attrition. I want to say no. Nope, you're fine. Great, good. You'll heal that off nice and easy. He's not suffering attrition there, actually. Oh, good. That'll be a nice change of pace for him. He's suffered attrition for, I think, about the last 70 turns. He's been hanging out over there. Astra. Okay, what do you want? Can we get some better missile damage out of you somewhere? I do always like that. Although weapon strength up for all my monsters is pretty good as well, truth be told. So yeah, have some weapon strength up for monsters. And how's the trip over to Ulthuan going? Where did I put you? I kind of forget where you live now. Well, you'll make it over there eventually. What's an Albion? Huh. Never really gotten into this area. Albion, the Troll Fjord. It's all good land to me. And you are whom? You're the Norska. You are the hardcore. We are the Norska. Maybe I kind of just move in this direction. Maybe loop around Varg Camp. Huh. I have to have a think about that. I mean, yeah, attrition from Arctic stuff, but I'm seeing some pretty easy stuff I could pick off here. So, Trollfjord and Bjornling's Gathering. Where's Bjornling's Gathering? Okay, kind of down the street, up that mountain pass, and I don't know where the Pack Ice Bay is. Probably in here somewhere. Okay, good enough, good enough. Now what are we going to do? Nightshade, what's your deal? Oh yeah, you're the one going to Ulthuan. Fine, go to Ulthuan. Let me know when you get there, Nightshade. Send me a Dark Elf postcard of some sort that says, hey, we're in Ulthuan. Bionic nuclear rats have killed us all. Or if the trip is uneventful, just text when you get there. Just so I know you got there okay, Nightshade. Sabioth, so good to see you. I'm really just stunned that I completely forgot about you and sent you on some insane journey ages ago, which you seem to be doing fine. Okay, well, if we are going into Lustria, there's a full stack lizard army we could deal with right away. Here's the Vampire Coast, who are already at war with Hexotl, with the lizards. Huh. But you only brought one army deep into lizard territory. That was maybe not your smartest move. Wouldn't go Norska. Hate being close to the Chaos Wastes. Yeah, I'm just, at this point, Hawk, I'm just kind of weighing my options. Lustria, sure. I know Lustria very well, but all this Norscan territory is at least climately, you know what? It's a great place to live. It's, the climate is suitable. So, there's that. I gotta factor that in. Because if Araby is all terrible climate, that's, you know, that's going to be really fussy. It's going to be a long period of time trying to build stuff up down there. But we'll see. I'm kind of weighing my options. See what happens. The Skaven campaign that I've got going on my own right now, I've actually about one territory away from completing Lustria. I will have all of Lustria under my belt. I'm basically doing this game, but in reverse. I'm coming up from Lustria as Skaven instead of down from the north here. Nagaron, you could actually speed it up a little bit. That would be good. And Vampire Coast, I'd like to see what, if anything, you're doing down there. Okay. Dreadfleet is declaring war on the Pirates of Sartosa. I don't see a... well, I don't see a reason to turn them down, but I also don't see a reason to keep this alliance going. You know what? I need all the reliability that I can at this point, so yeah, I'll take that just for the reliability rating. I don't need people thinking I'm any more of a jagoff than I am right now. Reliability rating very low. I really want to look at that confederation with Nagarond. I feel I just kind of, I don't have evidence of this, but I feel I'm kind of running out of time to do that because Nagarond's going to overtake me in strength level. And then they'll just never confederate with me. It'll never happen. I never invaded Ulthuan in any of your campaigns? Really? Wow. Invading Ulthuan's awesome. It's tough. It's a tough nut to crack. Because you have to figure out, well, I mean, there's the outside ring and the inside ring, and the gates that allow you to go back and forth, as you've already seen in this stream, are incredibly tough to crack. They're very, very difficult to crack. So you either have to go all in the outside ring and then work your way inside, or vice versa. Oh, you should definitely go invade Ulthuan, Hawk. And Birdbrains can't wait for the Hearts of Iron stream. You may be waiting a while, Birdbrains. I told you, I'm not going to even try that until I can just basically get better at the game. And as anyone who does this will tell you, it's really hard to play games for practice. Like, I don't sit down and go, okay, I'm going to practice this game very often. Because I don't have time. I'm making stuff for the channel, or, God help me, I'm actually trying to play a game for fun. Or, worse even, I'm actually doing real-world things, like going to a job and having a life outside of YouTube. I will totally accept the gold, because whoever you are, it's loyalty +1. It was Velatroth. Oh, good. Nightshade did a thing, Lililian did a thing. Neat. I like things that are done. Okay. Yeah, Velatroth, you're actually not suffering from attrition. Happy days, Velatroth. Happy days. Now, it's going to be my easiest way to get down here. Just as you've never invaded Ulthuan, Hawk, I'm not as familiar with this part of the map as I might want to be. I see the Tomb Kings are here. The Khemri. Okay, the Khemri like us. So, no problem going through here. Let's head this way. Oh, now you're going to suffer attrition. Yeah, now you'll be all attritionized. I'm not even really sure what's going on down here. You do have... we can send a scout. Let's send you, Sarah, as a scout. Just head out in front and you'll be able to move faster. So we can get an idea of where we want to go here. You don't play games for fun. That's not very epic gamer of you. Who the heck said I was an epic gamer? I don't have time to play games. I do have time to play games for fun, and that's why I play, like, 3 games, basically. You know, I'll do some sort of Total War thing, or I'll play RimWorld, or probably XCOM. And those are generally the games that I play for fun, when I've got nothing to do. And, like, because you know, and Jess and I have talked about this. You can't gamble on games. I can't say, well, maybe I'll get this game, maybe it'll be good, maybe it won't. I have to play a game that I know for a fact I'm going to enjoy. The advantage of not being a gaming channel, but alternately I'm rarely reading just for fun. Yeah, see, exactly the same thing. That's what I was saying. You know, there's only so much you can do to just go, like, how often does Jess get up in the morning and go, boy, I'd love to read a book that actually wasn't Star Wars related. I mean, maybe she never does that, but I feel she probably does. I feel that they're occasionally like, wow, I'd love to read this other book that has nothing to do with Star Wars, but, you know, people rely on me for all their Star Wars info, so I kind of got to deal with this new book. I'm sure that has been said many times in her brain. Doodly doodly do. I'd like to, with my Sartosa campaign. Okay, invade Ulthuan. Unfortunately, I have to fight Empire and Bretonnia all the time. Yeah, and they're tough. Bretonians are tough. They're tough to play, and they're tough to play against. Which by now have almost completed their federation, are allied with each other. They're real quick to ally with each other, I find, Bretonians and the Empire. Sometimes there's not. There's a couple of, like, the sub-factions that just, for some strange reason, hate each other. But, you know, whatever people are into. Lord Not Moved, Koval. Yes, Koval. Please keep heading in this direction. It's going to be a long walk, and like other people, you're going to suffer a ton of attrition doing this. I really wish you guys had a non-attrition stance, like an underway stance. It doesn't have to be in the underway. Just be some stance where you're not suffering attrition as you're still moving. That's the key, as you're still moving. I know you have your channeling stance, but not so much on anything else. Yeah, I don't quite know how you're going to get over here, but figure it out. You know what? Just figure it out, Sabioth. Figure out whatever's the... Are you serious, Sabioth? That is not the quickest way to get over here. I don't know who told you that, but that is not the quickest way to get over there. You were going to walk all the way around the map, weren't you? You're very silly, Sabioth, sometimes. It does happen, but I'm always treading water, keeping up with Star Wars. Right, there's just so much content coming out that I'm surprised you can keep up at all, frankly. Because there's always something new coming up, and you love it, so you want to consume it. I get it. Villarel, what have you done for me lately? Not much. And Birdbrains wants a tree. A real tree? Like plant a tree kind of tree? A tech tree? I'm better at those, generally. I'm better at tech trees than I am with real trees. You. I'm just going to go poke my nose into Nagrar, whatever you want to call this. I'm just going to go poke my nose over there. Because I see Nagaron's hovering over here. If Nagaron grabs it, maybe I'll look at Dargroth. And how's the old replenishment coming here, Yastra? You know what, Yastra? Why don't you go to Nagrar? If I'm going to lose half my army's strength, it may as well be an army that's half strength. Did you actually go somewhere? Yeah, you did. Okay, cool. Good. Good job, Yastra. Well done. You correctly followed orders. I appreciate that. You're considering number 3, the Larch. Excellent. Nagaron destroyed Nagrar last turn. Yeah, I want to see if they move in. Because if they don't move in, I'll move in. No problem with that. Anything where I can get a little bit of a foothold somewhere and start building a military infrastructure so I could train things down there better. Settlement upgrade. Whom? Claude Coast. Oh, Twisted Gale. Okay, yeah, sure. No, that's kind of what I kind of want that to be level 3. You can be level 2 for reasons. And you, I already gave you walls. Why don't you... you can actually use some... Well, actually, I see you use some public order. You're already up. As high as you can get in that one, and you're still suffering. What's the problem here? Lack of corruption. Okay. Provincial instability will go down, so that will balance out. I think that's going to be basically okay. I think we're fine over here. And I don't know why I gave you this here. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it was already here. But that's a silly thing to have, frankly. This should really live over here. How much military am I going to really be building in this specific area? Actually, depending if there's any problem with Ulthuan, possibly more than I think. You can have that, and you can have this, and you can get demolished. So we can build it somewhere else, and you can have your level 3 defenses. Okay, I'm pretty pleased with all of that. That's what I liked about the Vampire Coast, being able to recruit everywhere with your primary army. Yeah, no, that is good. That is good. Absolutely. When I've had free time, I've been reading a book series about a robot detective who's also an assassin in 1060s Hollywood or 1960s Hollywood. Because 1060s Hollywood didn't exist. 1060s Hollywood was a desert. But however, if it is 1060s Hollywood, I'm shutting down the stream so I can go Amazon this. Because I just want to see what 1060s Hollywood would be. I bet you mean 1960s, but now I'm having fun with 1060s. 1060 Hollywood. Sign wasn't there. I tell you right now, I can tell you that sign was not there in 1060. Hadn't even hit the Battle of Hastings yet. Yeah, the Vampire Coast can recruit from everywhere, and you can do that with the Black Arcs. If you trail a black arc around with you as the Dark Elves, you can recruit. That's just fine. Cold War Hollywood. Ooh, McCarthy era. Although I suppose that was a little more late 50s. I don't remember if the McCarthy era thing was going on in the 60s. Robots didn't do the thing in 1060. They were antique robots, Birdbrains. Very steampunk. Actually, medieval punk. Not even really medieval. Anyway, 1060 Hollywood sounds awesome. Pre-Battle of Hastings Hollywood. Nagaron, move faster for me. But the Black Arcs are tied to the sea. Yeah, the coast is not. Yeah. Well, I mean, technically, the coast is tied to the sea, if we're going to get strictly technical about things. But, yeah, the Black Arcs are, they're fussy. But I mean, there's so much coastline, you can get them almost wherever you want them to be. Almost. Unless you're, like, deep in Lustria or Araby. Or, you know what? Empire area would be fussy, because there's no sea near there. Can they sail up that river that's right in Empire territory? I wonder. I bet they can. I totally bet they can do that. In which case, that just became much more accessible. I might actually put that to the test just to see if I can do it. The books there were robots in the 1920s, and they took everyone's jobs, so people hated robots. In the 1960s, the robot is the last robot. Got it. His gal Friday is a computer that's the size of a house. She's his partner and also his boss. Yeah, Birdbrains makes an excellent point. Did robots then fight in World War II? Yeah, I'm curious to know that now. Did robots fight in World War II? What do we got here? Alyssa's having an issue. Yeah, the goods result, please. Bjornling has been destroyed. Again, just give me the good result, please. Thank you. Follower. Oh, another elf servant. I think we're up to 40 or 50 of them now. Pirates of Sartosa, we're at war with you. We should actually kind of watch out. Make sure you're not going to jump all over us. Just see if you can skate yourself into Ulthuan here. And then go have a look at what's going on over here in Elysia. Lord Not Moved, Morathi. I think we're almost getting... There we are. We're almost getting to Lustria now. Do I want to start at the Fallen Gates, or would I rather go Skeggy and Ziggurat of Dawn? Good question. Don't really know the answer to that. Oh, who are you? What's your deal? Oh, you're a hero. Okay. For some reason, even though you don't have the army symbol up there, I thought you were an army. I'm not sure why. Probably because you're riding your big chair thing. Because you're a Slan Mage Priest. I think they were all decommissioned before that. Okay, yeah. That would be a valid point. I mean, I think you'd want robots to be fighting in World War II. Or indeed any war. It just seems that's much more sensible. Lord Yastra. What was I doing with you again, Yastra? Why were you here? I kind of forget. Alright, well, until I remember what I was doing with you. I have too many armies on the field. Let's, oh, I know what I was doing with you. Yeah, Nagaron took Nagarar. Fine. I am going to try and sneak up here and get Dargoth. We can just sort of trade things, maybe. Well, actually, we can't, because it's not Total War Three Kingdoms, where you can trade territories, and it's amazingly awesome. I just took someone's farmland because I know they want it a lot, and I'll be able to trade it with them for a really good trade deal, because they desperately want that farmland that I took. Three Kingdoms, very good, highly recommended. Harriet and Charlotte, welcome, and Squig is back too. Awesome, awesome, welcome all of you. Wouldn't you want them recommissioned when the war got bad? Yeah, probably. You could make smaller and more deadlier tanks. I don't know if I'd be terrified by a very tiny tank, like a toy tank. That probably wouldn't scare me that much. Yastra, I think we were kind of moving you in this direction. I think you're okay to actually get into March stance at this point. I say that. Any pirates around here that I need to be aware of? Doesn't look like it. Looks like mostly Nagarond. Great. And who else has not been moved? Ah, yes, the illustrious Velatroth, who is once again suffering from attrition. Keep heading in this direction. Let's see what lives down here. Better submarines. Yes, that would also be an option. Galbaraz. What do you got going on? More Egyptian dead things with the Khemri. That's fine. The Khemri like us. This is still all terrible territory to be settling. And where am I? Give me a... Okay, Southern Badlands. Fine. Got a ways to go to get down into Araby. Well, we'll see what lives down there. What's the worst that can happen? We'll just see what lives down there. Koval, you're just going to keep moving in this direction too. I know it's a very, very long walk. And you might be dead by the time you get there. Because the attrition ain't no joke. Oh, you actually might be dead by the time you get here, because we're walking through Pirates of Sartosa territory. And they don't appear to have any armies here, but it's the AI. They can whip one up a lot faster than I can. Oh, there's one. Yeah, there's one. Wicked sorry, Koval. You're probably dead. Just a heads up. That's a ridiculous army. That's crazy. They have 3, 6, 8 Necrofex Colossi. 8 of them. One of those would be a threat. 8 of them, I would probably auto-resolve it just out of embarrassment. Because that would be the most lopsided battle. And 3 Rotting Leviathans. 1 Rotting Leviathan, huge threat. 3 of them, not so much. Okay. Am I winning? I mean, if you're going to go by basic statistics, then yes, I am the... Well, I suppose there is one more powerful country or faction than me. Who is that, by the way? Did we ever figure that out? Is it Hexaudal? I bet it is. Or is it somebody we haven't met? Or is it actually one of the vampires? Hexaudal's number 3. Okay, they're right behind us. Oh, that means that Nagaron's lost grips on something. Or Hexaudal's getting much, much stronger. They did just wipe out the Blessed Dread down there. Yeah, I bet it's one of the vampires is number 1. I would have... yeah, vampire counts. Okay, so the vampire counts are number 1. We're number 2, though. We're comfortably number 2. We have a good chunk of territory. I'm certainly not disappointed with where we're at. We're just kind of stalled out on what to do next. We own pretty much all of this, more or less. There's a couple of Nagaron things in here and some other stuff, but we own basically all of this area. We own, I'm going to say, about 60% of Ulthuan, if not a little bit more. And we own the important bits, which is Lothern and the gates. I think one other faction's got a gate, but we have, I think, what, 3 out of the 4 gates? Something in that neighborhood? I see 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we got a bunch of gates. Long story short. So we're not winning per se, but we're good. We've got a strong faction going on here. We're certainly not weak. Planes could pull sharper turns because robots could pull more Gs. In like a sort of street gangsta thing, like G's is money or not, or probably not. Probably not. Hero not moved. Whom? Oh, Villarel. What have you done for me recently? Why don't you also go to Ulthuan? You'll be a good scout. I feel we should be keeping a slightly better eye on what's going on down there. We've kind of left Ulthuan since we largely conquered it. And another hero, Argyle. Argyle. You come here. And skill points. Nightshade. What do you got going on these days? Why don't you start beefing your army up? Yeah, keep going down this. Let's just give you a little bit of defense for everybody. And is that it, really? What about, get me back down to here. I feel... Or did I move them this turn? I actually genuinely don't remember. Yeah, where'd your hero go? Right here. Somewhere down there, right? There you are. Nope, that's not you at all. There you are. I see you up there. Yeah, you still haven't moved. Keep coming down here, Sarah. I knew I hadn't moved you. I'm not sure why the game didn't tell me not to move you. Anyway, there you go. Keep heading down here. Good. They really aren't hard sci-fi, to be honest. More of a sarcastic look at the Red Scare stuff. Oh. Yeah, I generally don't get into hard sci-fi, the whole, you know, hard science-y kind of stuff. I like a little just more story. It's okay if I'm just entertained. As I get older, I take life less and less seriously, and I don't need everything to be, you know, scientifically accurate or historically accurate or anything accurate. Sometimes it's okay if it's just fun. If it just makes me smile, that's really okay. It doesn't need to be the most intelligent. You know what? I did my time with that. I did my time with only reading the classics and obscure underground literature. Been there, done that. Loved it. Now I read things surely because I want to read them. Nagaron, any news on you and that settlement that I'm going to try and snipe away from you? I actually wasn't paying attention. Kind of hoping you didn't grab that. Yo, I think you did. I think you did grab that. Yeah, you totally did. Okay, that's fine. We may go pick off something else. Yep, they totally snagged that. I would too. I would have snagged that as well. Oh, Nagaron, are you going to take out that Pirate of Sartosa fleet? That'd be great. Birdbrains likes hard sci-fi. I would figure that you would, given your, sort of military passion, I guess. I would think that would spin towards a hard sci-fi mindset. Like watching hard sci-fi but not reading it. Too dense for me to read. I don't necessarily think it's too dense for you to read. You just don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it either. I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but largely not. I just want to be entertained. If I'm reading a book, it's because I generally want to have fun. Unless I'm reading something specifically for information, then I kind of just want to have a good time, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I've never really apologized for that. Like, oh, you're not reading good books. Screw you. I'm reading a Dungeons & Dragons book. Kiss my ass. Yeah, I said that. Vampire Coast. How's the war with Hexotl going? Please say abundantly well. Oh, okay. You made a stab at the High Sentinel and got your butts kicked. And you're going to try again. No, you're walking by. Okay, you're walking by. That's a good move. You should walk right by. Recommend Cowboy Bebop for that. Yeah, I don't really get into anime that much. I want to. I want to be one of those people who's into anime, but I'm just not. It just leaves me cold. And then immediately people say, well, you're just not, reading and or watching the right type of anime. And to which I reply, I don't know. I've watched a lot of it. And it kind of just leaves me cold. I look at anime like I look at jazz. I feel I should be into it, but I'm just not. I just don't enjoy it that much. He won against that. Oh, he won against the Lizard City. Well, looking at his army, Hawk, I'd consider that to be a slightly Pyrrhic victory. Because he walked out of there. Any army could walk up and auto... Oh, here we go. Yep, saw this one coming. Saw this coming a mile away. I'm going to lose this. I can't do anything with 8 Necrofex. 8. Not 1. 8. And they've got the range on me too, don't they? No, I technically just outrange them. But that won't last long. We are absolutely going to lose this. We're going to lose Koval right here. I almost just want to do it on auto-resolve, but I won't. I'll go out fighting. If I was playing by myself, I would auto-resolve this, because I'm very confident this cannot be won. This absolutely cannot be won. Not with 8 Colossi and 3 of those crab things, whatever they're called, Rotting Leviathans. What's the armor on them? 150 armor on those things. I'm not even going to be able to scratch them. It would be more effective if I just yelled at them aggressively. That's about the amount of damage I'm going to do with them. And who have I gotten? Koval, you're dead. I'm sorry, Koval. You are 100% dead. You're not coming back from this. Because the rest of your army ain't much either. You got a tier 1 front line. I think I might just charge the Hydra in and go out screaming. You got a couple of mounted missiles. That will do nothing at all. Not even a little bit. Okay, well, we're at least going to go out fighting as best we can. This is I'm dead. I'm 100% dead here. I don't want there to be any illusion about this. Actually, no. Go back to your, go back to your standard round. If nothing else, I'll just have you pick at the Necrofexes. Just because why not? And actually, why don't you get into a position that actually makes sense? Yeah, that's better. All of you guys just sort of go away somewhere over here while I figure the rest of this out. Who are you? You're Helenor. Okay, you're going to be right up front. You're going to be the first to die. And Koval, you're going to be the second to die. And I just want to be very clear, Koval, you're going to die. There's no way for me to win this with the army that they've got. It's not that they have a big army. They've just got the right army. I probably should not have walked right through their territory. It doesn't really matter how I line these people up, because they're all dead. They're all one. And I'm not saying this out of, this is not a table flipping moment. This is just, factual. I'm going to lose this battle. There's no realistic way for me to win this. I will try to do as much damage to them as I humanly can, and I think that's about the best I'm going to do. Okay. Immediately, Reaper Bolt Throwers. Just pause it. Let me just find... There they are. They're right up front. Okay, start shooting the Necrofex, at least. And, you know what? Charybdis. Go in there and just keep them occupied. We'll see what happens. Just go in there and just keep them occupied. Actually, I say this. Why don't we actually pull you guys back? I know I said you were going to be the first to die, but how about if you weren't the first to die? You will lose the army for good. Yeah, I'm well aware of that. Well aware of that. And again, it would not be a table flipping moment as much as it would be a I can build up a new army. I can fix this. I just can't fix it here. And you're Doomfire Warlocks. Okay. Well, don't go up against flying units. That's wicked stupid. Why don't you... Oh, God, there's nothing I can do to these guys. Go slam into their militia. Why not? Why not? It's all for the good of the country. You're going to go down fighting, man. Yep, go charge that Necrofex. You know what? Hellenor, go charge another one. And you, also go charge something. Oh. We're all dead. We are all 100... Are they just... Oh, they're just blissfully staying out of range of almost everything I've got here. So, let's change that. You, go shoot those guys. You, focus on that. You're not going to do squat to that Necrofex, but do it anyway. Knock yourself out. You do that. You do that. What kind of spears have I got up front? Yeah, I'm going to send some Tier 1 spear units against a rotting Leviathan and watch the carnage. You, come here. I've told you to do a thing. I know you're terrified, but do it anyway. Your spears. You might do something against that. You, go in there. I am not even scratching these things. Not even. Oh, this is almost funny. Almost funny. Don't go for different Colossuses, stack up on one. It doesn't matter, Hawk. Hawk, seriously, man, it doesn't matter. Everybody is going to die. I appreciate the advice, don't get me wrong. And if I thought I had even a slim chance of winning this, I would do that. But this is so lopsided, it seriously doesn't matter, Hawk. We're all dead. We're all 100% dead. We've done a little damage to that rotting Leviathan. A little bit. Everyone else is just fine. Actually, oh, there goes Hellenor. Hellenor is dead. How did you get over here, Dark Shards? Why are you over here? I don't feel I told you to do that. Maybe you were just chasing something. Your spears, you get over here. This guy's gonna wreck my archers. Yeah, again, Hawk, I appreciate the advice, but we're dead. And I'm totally okay with that, Hawk. I can rebuild another army. This is not a problem. This was not a fabulous army to begin with. So again, please don't take this as table flipping. This is just sort of playing a whole lot of Total War and knowing, okay, I can let this army die and create a new one, frankly. Nobody will be fussed by that. What are you exactly? Oh, you're deck droppers. Yeah, you're a pain in the butt. What else have we vaguely damaged? We didn't do nothing to that rotting Leviathan. We didn't do nothing. And my opinion, Hawk, is we were so close to them. If I retreat and pull out of there, they've got a very easy chance to still get me in this round. They're still going to have the movement points to get me in this round. I would almost just rather take the loss. I know that sounds ridiculous, and it's not necessarily the way you play the game, but there's a point at which I go, okay, everybody's dead. I'll make a new army. I've got the funds. I could probably float 2 or 3 new armies at this point. Decisive defeat. I am not surprised. Not surprised at all. Yeah, actually, we took out one of their Necrofex Colossus. Fantastic. Now they've only got 7 left. Oh, we can totally do that now. We can totally do that. Yeah, a Tier 1 army, really not my best army on the field. Not even a decent army on the field. That was suffering attrition. There's just nothing I'm going to do with that. Nothing I can do with that. It's not what? It's not the way you play Total War? Because, okay, I don't really have a follow-up statement to that. I totally don't. Decisive defeat. Yes, I would agree with you, game. That was very decisive. Yeah, they didn't come from far. They would have had the movement points to still come and get me had I retreated. Oh, and their Necrofex Colossus. Oh, wait, did I actually 100% take out one of them? Yes, I did. Yay, me. So yeah, no, I know you're a very precise person, Hawk. So I kind of make broad assumptions about how you might play Total War, which are obviously completely incorrect, because that's what they are. They're just assumptions. You want a non-aggression pact? Okay, I'm not, and you want me to pay for it, which is weird. Well, first of all, we're not doing that. We're not paying you 1,000, even if I've got it. I'm gonna go with a loose yes on this. Oh, you've rejected it anyway. All right, to heck with you. I'm not giving you 1,000 for a non-aggression pact. You don't even hate me that much. Because I don't need extra enemies down in Lustria. Ah, you keep your armies alive. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't. I absolutely don't, Hawk. I can easily float another army without even trying hard. I could float 2 or 3 other armies. The loss of one is not that big a deal. It wasn't that army a good army to begin with. Totally was not that good an army to begin with. Now, I know the obvious argument was, well, your generals are going to be low-level generals if you start a new army. Yeah, they will. They will. But there it is. You know, it's all casual to me. At the end of the day, it's just a game. It's just a game. Wow. Is that Clan Scryer doing all that damage down there, or is that the Pirates of Sartosa? Their banners are very similar, and I didn't see it quickly enough to register that. Yeah, the obvious argument is your generals are going to be wicked low level if you keep letting armies die. That's a valid argument. There's nothing. That's a perfectly reasonable argument. I agree. But there it is. There it is. I'm not. There's nothing I can do with 8 colossi. They may as well have just shown up with the nuclear rats. You notice I haven't gone to war with the nuclear rats. Keeping my guys alive that way. Arma, what did you do? Who are you? Oh, you're Pirates of Sartosa. Okay. That's a good thing for you to be. Yes, everybody's wounded, everybody's dead. I know, game. Thank you. We'll just stick not in Pirates of Sartosa territory for a while. Hopefully that'll work out. Okay. Team number 1 is down here. How close can team number 2 get? Pretty darn close. Marathi. Take a peek at the Fallen Gates. What's it looking like these days? Oh, Hexotl's beefy. Wow, Hexotl is super beefy. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised that they have a level 5 city. Skavens took the city out. Pirates settled it, if you saw that correctly. Yeah, I'll go and check in a bit. I think you're right. Because unfortunately their banners are both sort of this pale yellow. I didn't see which was which. So Hexotl have a crazy, ridiculous garrison. No surprise there. Fallen Gates has a pretty decent garrison. No walls. Temple Guards, those aren't nothing. Cavalry, I can work against cavalry. Chameleon Skinks, that's not a problem. And some Pterodons. They're fussy, but they'll go down like tissue paper. They're very flimsy. Am I, and I think the short answer is yes, am I going to start a war with Hexotl right now? Because if I start it here, the next logical target is Hexotl. What else have I got coming down the road here? Anyone? I'm going to try and do this with 2 armies. That doesn't seem like the smartest move. However, speaking of building a new army, boy, am I just in the perfect position to build a new army. Considering I'm in my homeland with my prime military infrastructure here. Although I never did get you your level 5 walls, apparently. Got you your level 5 virtually everything else. What am I missing here? Cold One Dread Knights. I can live or die without them. Although 3 Kingdoms is teaching me to use cavalry a little bit better. In your Sartosa game, Clan Scryer never gets to be confused with my... armies. I usually take Skaven Blight immediately. Well, you are a braver man than I, sir. I suppose if you rush Skaven Blight, and as Pirates of Sartosa, considering you're starting in the same place, you could. Before they get that thing super, super beefy. It's just, I have played a campaign where I've been hit by one of their bombs, and it takes out your entire, well, half of your army. It takes out about half of your army, if they target it correctly. So I've got plenty of military infrastructure down here. Not quite as much as I actually thought, but certainly enough to start working on an army. Right, I've got all of these guys. Yup. I feel I'm missing some things down here. What's kicking around over in the Moonshard? Other stuff. Okay, what are you? Again, that's the Cold One Dread Knights. How about Arnheim? That's a separate place. Actually, it wouldn't be the stupidest idea to build in Arnheim. While you're there, get that moving up, and go ahead and get that moving up, and why not get that moving up? I have 107,000 some odd gold. I think I'm okay for gold right now. Yeah, Silver Tour. Just for giggles. Just for giggles. Let's hang on. For some reason, I have to auto-resolve that, or not auto-resolve because I just read your thing. I had to approve that. They don't seem to use their nuke if you auto-resolve battles. At least they never use that against you. Oh, yeah, no, I didn't auto-resolve the battle. I went in and fought them, and they absolutely dropped a bomb on my head and took out half my army. I still ended up winning, barely. But that's just because you can get rats to break fairly easily. Yeah, Silver Tour. If I wanted you to have a new... Not that. If I wanted you to have a new Lord. Hydrons. Ooh, you sound cool. And Sarah, I don't want to pick up somebody with the same name. It's just going to confuse me. Kagarosh. I feel we had you. Maybe you died. It's possible you died. Taneska, you're a sorceress. I'd kind of like just sort of have a fighty Lord. Eva, you're sword and shield. Your loyalty, your initial loyalty is going to be very low, though. And another Kagarosh. Did we kill off Kagarosh? Did Kagarosh die? Kagarosh might have died. I'll take this Kagarosh. What's tough? Armor up, melee defense up. That's pretty good. I can live with that. And your sword and shield. No, your sword and crossbow. I'd rather have a sword and shield. You are aggressive. That's your weapon strength up. Your sword and shield. You have a good starting loyalty. You're coming in at level 4. Okay. On that, I will take. Recruit you. Hit there. What can you get right out of the gate? You can definitely get some Blackguard. That's a good start. To get 3 of those. Get 4 of those and 2 of the Harganeth Executioners, because I just love those guys. They are just some of my favorites. And we'll have access to basically everything I need. I can get right from here. Good. Well, there's my 3rd army. Yay. So, I think we're going to go ahead and poke the Hexatl bear. I mean, they've been at war with us for most of the game. Although, is this going to break yet another treaty with them? What treaties do I have with them? Do I have any treaties apart from just not being at war with them? No. Okay. Fine. Great. So it's not going to be that big a thing if I go to war with them. Yeah, we have nothing with them except we're not at war with them. Still very low on the reliability. That kind of blows. Hexatl, 25 territories. 25 territories. This is going to be a fun trip through Lustria. Well, 1 territory at a time. Here we go. Yep, I'm declaring war on Hexatl. You've been wanting to go with war with me for ages. Here we go. And hopefully the Vampire Coast, even though they're unreliable, will get involved. They clearly hate the lizards. Yeah, everybody get in on this action. There we go. Fallen Gates, no, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, you did have walls. Why did I think you didn't have walls? I don't know. Anyway, start getting some of this constructed. Continue that siege. And get me back to thank you. I want to bring in contestant number 2 here in Ravenna, who can just hang out over here. What are you suffering attrition from? Probably lack of corruption, I'm going to guess. Yeah, it's 99% untainted over here. Okay, that makes sense. It's fine. You'll be fine. It's all going to be 100% fine. I don't suppose that kind of sealed the deal on this. Kind of a little bit, yeah. I'll wonder if I should just take it now. It'll be a hit, but we can recover from it. I'm going to auto-resolve that. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and auto-resolve that. We lost 1 unit of Corsairs. Totally fine. I'm okay with that loss. Yes, loot and occupy that puppy. I just want to get the corruption moving up here in a positive manner. Well, at least positive for me. Great. Good. Okay. Step number 1 completed. Lizards just went down to strength rank 6. Seems like someone killed one of their armies. Okay. Good. If someone else wants to pick at them from down below, Luther, I don't think it's you. You got a half-stack army and it's beaten to heck. And you didn't come in with 8 Necrofex Colossi. You came in with 1. Bad move. Let me tell you, 8 beats 1 every time. You did come in with 2 of the Rotting Leviathans. Those things are complete beasts, no question. Okay, yeah, so I don't know what your plan is, Luther. If you want to, I don't know, throw yourself up against the walls and sacrifice yourself, that's fine. Are you Mazdamundi himself? No, you're Kudakaten, apparently. There's some vampires. Yeah, this is kind of where I thought they'd be. They usually hang out around here. They've still got the Awakening. I think they start with the Awakening. They've taken the Blood Swamps. Star Tower and Fuming Serpent they haven't taken. Weird. That's a complete set, too. That would be... If I could figure out a way to get somebody over there, like, wicked quickly. I don't even know if it has to be wicked quickly. I don't know how long these have been abandoned. Boy, I could jump into those, set those up as a military infrastructure, and then kind of do a pincer movement in the whole of Lustria. That is not a terrible idea. How the heck would I get someone down there that quickly, though? I don't even know. Don't even know. Who is in the area that I can get on the ocean that won't get killed by pirates? Where's, what's her name? Okay, you're Villarel. You're a hero. You're not going to be able to do squat for me, but... Oh, she's way up here. Yeah, she's way up here. Where are you? There you are. Nightshade, right. Well, I could start doing that. I could start heading her in that direction. Or I could pull one of these armies into the coast and just go all the way down the coast. A long way down. Nightshade, here's the deal. You're going on a boat ride. It's going to take you about 1,000,000 turns to get over here, but start heading in that direction. Plague Clan is in that area. Oh, Clan Pestilence, yeah. Are they still here? I'd actually be shocked if they haven't been wiped out by now. Maybe that's what they've got. Yeah, you know what, you're right. That might not be ruins at all. Those might be rats. Those might be Clan Pestilence. It totally could be. These would be very common areas for them to have. It's the first things I take when I play Clan Pestilence. You start with Oixel, immediately go over to Subaton because it's got pastures. That's a no-brainer. And then... usually Mangrove Coast is ruins. You can just walk right in. Chuppyotl and Marks of the Old Ones are the Blessed Dread. They go down fairly easily if you get on top of them quickly and don't give them time to build up. And then Star Tower is always techless, and he just stays there forever. I think he's... No, we finally got... I was just going to say, in my other campaign, we finally got him out of the Star Tower. Technically, I didn't do it. The Vampire Coast did. But we finally ejected him, and he's gone back to Lothern. Anyway, yeah, this is exactly where Clan Pestilence will be. I'm okay with that. I'll take on Clan Pestilence. I can fight them. I'm just worried about the nuclear bombs, man. Although all the rats can have the Rattling Guns, and Rattling Guns will just wreck everything. Alright. Nightshade's on her way down the coast. Good. It's going to take her a zillion turns to get there. I'm just going to ignore her unless she gets attacked by pirates until she gets down there. We've taken the Fallen Gates with a pretty quick and easy auto-resolve. It's nothing, obviously, that I can recruit here. What can I build here? I can repair this. Good. And it's already got the level 2 defenses still. Good. Good. I'll end up with a vaguely decent garrison sooner rather than later. It'll be easier to hold. And you are going to... Why are you being fussy like that? Why did you go down for... You had 6 spots. It must have been a character thing. Somebody must have had a perk to do that, and then they just walked through the area. That's okay. That's fine. You can take 4 turns to do that if you really feel the need to. It's going to take you a while to build that army, but not that long. And Invasion of Lustria, well underway. Wouldn't it be better to focus the armies in one area, considering how tough lizard armies are? Yes, broadly true. Nightshade's not really doing much else apart from keeping an eye on Ulthuan. That's not a terrible idea. I'm looking at kind of a broader picture of getting a military infrastructure built somewhere down here. So really, at that point, with the surplus that I've got coming in, I could easily float 2 more armies without even trying hard, and probably 3. So if I can get a base military infrastructure here, I can start building supporting armies down here that can just... They're almost sacrificial armies just to poke bears and keep everyone in check. And you are... whom exactly again? You're the Drowned. Okay, you just tried to get me to pay you to have a non-aggression pact. And it looks like you've only got a couple of territories down there. 2 or 3 is what I'm seeing. We're gonna wanna stay friends with the Vampire Coast for right now. We're gonna play the Vampire Coast just like we did with the Dreadfleet and Ulthuan. You get some of it, I get other bits of it, everybody happy. Why is that one bright red? Just remind me again. Oh, that's Gainvale. Yeah, that is uninhabitable. It's like magical or something. Okay, cool. Well, we've begun the invasion of Lustria. We'll call the stream here, and we'll continue to punch lizards in the face next week. I think that's a very sensible thing for us to be doing. I hate going to war with lizards. Absolutely hate it. Every time you talk about rattling guns, I think of Fallen. Rattling guns are amazing. Bobcat rattling guns are the best. I mean, the nuclear bombs are the best, but rattling guns just wreck everything they see. They're absolutely awesome. So that is my plan, Hawk, is actually build a supporting infrastructure down in the south. We'll start in the north and work our way down, and we'll figure out how it's going to go. But we'll pick it up next week. We'll have some fun. And you already know what I'm going to say, but I genuinely, guys, I really look forward to playing this with you every single week. I love this. I love playing this with you. I love playing Warhammer too, but I love playing this with you guys, and I do genuinely appreciate you coming out every single week. Don't let the bed tigers bite, says Birdbrains. Sound advice indeed. Sound advice indeed. But with that, I'll call it. I'll see you guys next week, and you know where I am in the meantime. Thank you once again for coming up and checking it out, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye.